Early analog media naturally produced inconsistencies, grain in film, hiss on tape. These were accidents of the process, not design choices. But now we live in an age where those flaws are algorithmic targets. AI calculates exactly how much grain to add, how many artifacts to inject into a digital image so it feels authentic. The illusion is not about capturing reality. It's about selling emotion through simulated experience. We don't want raw footage anymore. We want curated decay that allows existing taste for melancholic memories. After the archival segment, the result is a culture that craves imperfection, but only in curated doses. We are not chasing authenticity. We're manufacturing it through carefully crafted artifacts of inconsistency. What was once an unrepeatable moment becomes a sellable feature. Barther's punctum, that element which pricks us in the photograph and makes us feel something real, is now algorithmically embedded into every stock photo and social media post. Our world
Command P 1942 represents a pivotal yet often overlooked directive in early World War II naval strategy, illustrating.
In the early days of audio recording, every medium brought its own flaws, crackles in vinyl, hiss on tapes, distortion at high frequencies. These weren't just side effects. They were unavoidable parts of the process. But over time, those same imperfections became cultural signifiers. A scratch is no longer a defect, it's texture. Hiss isn't noise, it's memory. Early recording devices couldn't capture the full spectrum of human sound. They clipped, distorted, and dropped out. But now these once limiting characteristics live on as digital presets, filters that emulate warmth or analog grit. We no longer use reel to reel for its practicality. We use it to recall an era when machines had character instead of algorithms. Delia Derbyshire once used audio manipulation to transform everyday sounds into eerie, alien textures. Today, the same effect is accessible with a tap and a preset, no experimentation required. Nostalgia has become streamlined, not as reverence for the past, but as a shortcut. We no longer need to understand where these sounds came from. We just need to know what they feel like.
With Easy Track, I'm able to start and stop the drum machine within the synthesizer, change patches. That is, this machine sends commands to this synthesizer, which is under the computer, to change patches, make voice changes, and start and stop drum machines, that sort of thing. So I can stop wherever I want to and continue on.
The more we automate, the harder we try to humanize our machines. It's a paradox that defines the digital age AI. Tools are engineered with imperfections to make them feel real. MIDI controllers now have knobs for adding random jitter, internote timing, as if algorithmic precision was suspect. A computer-generated saxophone solo won't feel like music unless it falters just enough to mimic a live performance. We are not seeking truth in the machine, we're seeking trust in its lie. Just this week, a viral video of former Senator Antonio Trelane's IV was flagged as AI generated. Not because the words were inhuman, but because they were too perfect. The bot did not stumble over syllables or hesitate when confronted with an awkward question. That's what gave it away. In response, new humanization. Plugins now introduce artificial pauses and typos into bot replies to simulate uncertainty. What we're really trying to fake is authenticity, the messy. Engineers in the 1980s were already trying to make machines sound less like machines. Early MIDI software added randomness parameters, arguing that perfect timing made music feel sterile, an early form of what we now call algorithmic patina. This isn't just nostalgia being simulated, it's trust being reenacted. Every grain filter on Instagram and every AI handwriting generator is a calculated nod to the past designed not to remember, but to persuade.
It was probably full of harmonics and stuff, and I loved the fact that she'd recorded that and then taken the attack off it, like removed the front end of it and made it fade in. So
Barthers called it having been there, the unique power of a photograph to say, this is how things were. But now we live in a world where generative systems can make that having been feel manufactured. A childhood photo no longer confirms memory, it confirms the idea of memory. AI crafts entire pasts. Faces never lived, relationships never had, and yet we are compelled by them. We don't question their reality. We accept them as if they were imprinted in our own flesh. While we once trusted the grainy texture of an old photograph, now even that is a performance. Postman warned us about blind faith in science, but he didn't predict how deep fake faces would feel warmer than the clean truth of databases. Our tools grow more convincing, just as our skepticism grows sharper. This creates something like a mirror world. Trust isn't found in facts, but in the texture of the illusion. The final irony is that authenticity itself has become a performance. We wear patina like armor, trusting the scratches more than the substance underneath. This arms race between truth and fabrication creates not just confusion, but complicity. We keep buying into the illusion because it's all we have left to believe in. The real world fades as our screens become temples of synthetic realism, where only what looks true is allowed to be believed.